Alright guys, welcome back to Fully Funded Scholarship. I'm Moses Obarisi and welcome to new day. I trust you're having a wonderful evening. So this is the Japanese government MEXT Scholarship 2024. This scholarship is one of the most generous scholarship in Asia for students all over the world to study a master's, to study an undergraduate, master's, PhD, research, and also specialized training course in Japan for a period of either 4 years for undergraduate course, 2 years for a master's degree, 3 years for a PhD. Specialized courses will ranges between 1 year and 2 years. So this scholarship covers all of your tuition. Scholarship covers your entire tuition. It covers a monthly allowance of up to $2,000. This scholarship covers your flight ticket to Japan to study in Japan, meaning that when you are shortlisted for this scholarship, you'll be going to Japan from your home country with your full flight paid by the Japanese government under the supervision of the Ministry of Education, Sports and Sciences of the Japanese government. You will also get an accommodation over there in Japan. You get a health cover. You will also get opportunity to collaborate and meet with other students who are also there in Japan for their studies. So you can see that it's a rich scholarship. It covers, I've earlier mentioned that it covers your tuition, your health insurance, your accommodation, your living expenses, your which we also call living stipend. It covers your health insurance, and it covers your visa cost, meaning that you're automatically given a visa automatically to commence this scholarship in Japan. So this scholarship is in 2 phases. The deadline for application for Nigerian students is 26th of May 2023, while the deadline for other countries, this scholarship varies from one country. This scholarship varies from one country to another. This means that you, as a student of any other country who intends to go to Japan for the sake of this program, your deadline for your country may vary from the one of students who are from origin, who has Nigeria as their country of origin. So I've attached the link to downloading the documents and visiting various consulates in various countries. It is the consulate in several countries that will determine when will be the deadline of submission of the application. So let's just take a look at the documents that will be needed for this scholarship. Although the document varies from one scholarship category to the other, however, there is a general a document that must be needed for all of the scholarship. So this is just a part 1 of the video. In the part 2, we'll throw a more light on it. So the first of them is an online email submission will not be accepted. Say do not submit your personal original documents, e.g. birth certificate, because they will not be returned to you. It says all photocopies of original documents have to be officially notarized. A copy of graduation degree certificate is accepted if the copy is attested by an authorized official of the university or secondary school. Okay, so just a few guidelines about this scholarship. So let's look at the various categories now. Today is this is the undergraduate page. So let's download the application guides for for undergraduate. But before we do that, let's just look at the documents that will be needed. So the first document that will be needed is your application form. Then the second is the direct placement preference form. So this is a form that you fill the name of the institutions that you intend to attend in Japan. However, this direct placement form, you will not submit it initially while submitting your application. It is while you have scaled through stage 1 and stage 2 of your interview by the Japanese embassy in your country. That's when you will be required to submit this direct placement preference application form. So it's a form whereby you fill the name of 3 different institutions that are in Japan that you intend to carry out your study or your program. Then the third is certificate of health, which will require that you fill your name, your vital data of vital signs, your height, blood pressure, your date of birth, your blood genotype, your blood group, your maybe your x-ray. Your x-ray will also be taken by virtue of this form. Your x-ray will be taken to reveal the true condition of your lungs. Your chest x-ray will be taken to reveal the true nature or condition of your lung. You also need to do an ECG scan for this form to be completed. You also need to do an ECG test to complete this certificate of health form. Then when you've done that, this form is to be filled or must be filled by a medical professional or a medical doctor. And after that, the next item that you need is a recommendation letter, either from your academic mentor or an academic authority in your previous institution, or anybody who can attest to your personality. So this is the certificate of health that I was just talking about just now. So you see, it requires your date of birth, your surname, middle name, physical examination, height, blood pressure, your resting pulse, your eyesight, if you can see without glasses or with glasses, if you have color blindness, if you have speech impairment, just everything that has to do with your health. All you will be needed to be filled in this form. Then the name of the institution of the medical personnel will also be in this form as well for you to submit. So that being mentioned, let's take a look at the next category. Let's take a look at the next category. Okay, so this one is this category. This is for those who are going for College of Technology. So the documents that they will need will be application form, okay, the document they will need will be application form, majors and related terms, key terms for field of study, the certificate of health, and a letter of a recommendation letter sample. So those are the 4 documents that these categories of persons who are going for study in Japan. These are the 3 major documents that they will need. Now, there is one similarity in all of the forms. Now, the certificate of health for all of the category is similar. It contains the same details. The certificate of health contains the same details. The certificate of health for all of the four scholarship category contains the same details. So there is no difference for that particular one. Then this is the application for those going for College of Technology. So this particular application form is also similar to those who are going for undergraduate degrees. Though we'll go into all of those ones later, and how we can apply, or how we can submit an application form. Then for those who are going for specialized training, you also need application form, majors and related key terms for field of study, certificate of health, and a recommendation letter sample. Then the last, which is the research, which are those going for masters and a PhD. The documents those categories of persons will need is a application form for 2024, placement preference application form, which is the form I talked about in the undergraduate, a form whereby you will state the 3 institutions that you intend to carry out your study in Japan. Then 3 is your field of study and a research plan. So this field of study and research plan is like a template that is given to you for you to fill your research plan, or your research template, or your statement of purpose for the masters or the postgraduate masters and PhD, or the postgraduate study that you intend to carry out while in Japan. Then the certificate of health is also the same with the other categories of this scholarship. Then the recommendation letter is still the same thing as somebody who is of authority, attesting about your personality, who you are, what you can do, what you cannot do, what are your strengths, and what are your weaknesses. So that's just a brief overview about this scholarship. So let me remind you that the monthly stipend of this scholarship is $2,000, which is about 144,000 Japanese yen. Is what the Japanese government gives to every student, every research or masters or PhD students of this that receives this scholarship, as a monthly living stipend or monthly living allowance. So I will put a link in the description of this video for students who are not Nigerian of origin, for them to visit those particular consulate in their home countries, visit the website of those consulates in their countries, and see how they can apply. But the process is still the same, the documents are still the same, just that the date is what differs from one country to another. So for those who are of Nigerian students who are of Nigerian origin, have 26th of May 2023 as deadline for submission of this application. And one thing, the one thing as a restriction of this scholarship is that you must at least be more than 18. Then you must not have been born after 1989. Must not have been born on or after April 2nd, 1989. Postgraduate students conducting research for masters, PhD, or non-degree courses. So if you are born within this category, you are born after this age, this thing, that is the only criteria that you can apply for this scholarship. So they are expecting that you are at least more than 30 years. You are at least 30 years old for you to carry out a scholarship in Japan. That's the essence of this particular clause here, that student must be born on or after April 2nd, 1989. So guys, that's a short introduction about the Japanese MEXT government scholarship. Tomorrow I will do a part 2 about this particular scholarship, and I will further expatiate on countries that are not Nigeria, that who also qualify for this scholarship, and how they can submit this scholarship. However, to submit this scholarship, you can submit it in either in person, by courier, or by post to the Embassy of Japan in Nigeria, number 9 Bobo Street, Ghana Street, Maitama, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nigeria. So this means that you can package all of this, your application form, you can package them in a courier, and if you live close to Abuja, you can just transport to the Embassy of Japan in Nigeria, and you submit your document there. Then if you do not live in Abuja, maybe you live very far from Abuja, you can send it by courier, or you can send it by post to the same Embassy of Japan in Abuja. So guys, that's a short one over there. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I am Moses Obarisi, your scholarship host. Bye.